The 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East and go to the NBA Finals. Shaq, as long as LeBron is there with this roster, how much pressure do they have to make the Finals every year?
Well, LeBron said it himself. He's the best player on the planet. They have to be one of the favorites as long as they keep that roster intact, and they have to stay injury-free, Ernie.
Do you think the best player on the planet has to let people know he's the best player on the planet? I knew he was the best player. You don't have to tell us that.
Well, maybe somebody who's not on this planet.
But how many people are not?
Everybody knows. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they made it to the finals last year with all the injuries. Of course he's the best player. He's playing at a high level. I think he might have put a little bit undue pressure on himself now to continue to be the best player on this planet, because people from other planets might come down and say, hey,
but
check it out.
Consider this.
What?
Maybe he said that because it took the pressure off the rest of the guys on that team. Maybe he said, look, I'm going to say this out there. Everybody will be talking about this, and my guys won't feel as much NBA Finals pressure.
Ernie, you must have a cap on your head, a thinking cap, that is.
You're buying that then?
I sure am. I'm going to sell it afterwards, but I'm going to buy it now.
That's high praise from the two of you. And it's not a thinking cap. It's a dunce cap. I've been wearing it for quite some time.
Oh, I didn't know the point meant dunce.
Dummy.
Your brain, look what happened when the game got sloppy.
It's game time in Cleveland as the crowd is filling up the Quicken Loans Arena. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Victor Oladipo. Without his presence, they'll have to overcome the hole there.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of this caliber, Kevin, they didn't just let him go for nothing. They got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And that's the idea. You know, you want to build a foundation on which this team can continue to move upward. So certainly some fans unhappy to see him go, but fans will be patient, and they also continue to be fans.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Now the starting group for Orlando. Gordon out there with Ibaka. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Vucevic in at the center filling out the middle. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And it's Orlando's ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continued to try and knock him down.
And I really think that's what did him in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree. And, you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And, of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago, and never really got back on track.
Second free throw, no good.
And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Fournier passes to Payton. They're about 1 minute into the first. Back to Vucevic. Good D by Thompson.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of undersized. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Here's Fournier. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Gordon, with no one around, knocks down the 3 ball.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thompson, a screen on Gordon. LeBron against Gordon. Smith on the wing. Smith missing again. Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
He knows one of the hardest parts on scoring against this defense has to do with their prolific shot blocker, Serge Ibaka. He told me he's one of those guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's so mobile. You often don't see him coming. And Kevin, you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X factor for them. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Payton against Irving. Love outside. Thompson sets the pick for Love. It's Thompson off the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Payton against Irving. Payton kicks to Ibaka. Tries from 10. The shot by Payton, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Here's Fournier following the score by Cleveland. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. Good. LeBron's got his second basket.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner. Well, it was a defensive issue for the Magic. They had trouble stopping opponents last season, guys. I mean, didn't really challenge anything at their own rim, and that's really what made it tough for them.
For the Magic, it's never a good sign to lead the league in getting dunked on. Last year that happened. They had that dubious honor, unfortunately.
You know, and in general, Kevin, I mean, the Magic were just poor on defense. I mean, they couldn't stop the 3, second worst mark in the league at defending it, and overall, the 3rd worst field goal percentage against. So you know where their priorities were this past offseason.
Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. Gordon hits both of them. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, but
it does. That is effective. Lock at 6. Here's Irving. The shot is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. Payton with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
The Magic trail by 4. To the inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now here's Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The screen from Thompson. Smith right side. Shoots the 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
And he gets it to go.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Inside. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving. Thompson's got 8.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Fournier. Back to Payton. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
A different look now for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Rambo, he's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Serge Ibaka. Hezonja, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Jody Meeks in for Evan Fournier. Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one, Greg, for development. A young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. Third youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old?
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
P.J. Augustine's checked in for Elfrid Payton. Here is Williams. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
And the Magic, while their youth did grow over the course of the season, they still struggle. And they do need a veteran presence to kind of ensure that they don't start developing that culture of losing in the franchise.
And that one's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here is Augustine. Over in the corner, Green. They get it again. Yambo outside. Meeks off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Williams following the three-pointer by Orlando. Love wide open. He fires. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Here's Hezonja. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. 5 to shoot. Here's Biyombo. Outside, Meeks. It's holding by Frye. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Shumpert, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
Meeks can't hit. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Shumpert dishes to Jefferson. Love kicks to Shumpert. Three-pointer. And it's Shumpert again, missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Meeks can't hit.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Green with the block. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dunleavy's checked in. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. In the third spot, Jeff Green.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
And, Greg, you can't post the kind of percentages they do unless you operate that way. I mean, you can't be undisciplined at the small forward spot if you hope to be an efficient shooter.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession. And Jody Meeks last season, coming off the best effort of his career the year before, signed a big contract with the Pistons. They thought he'd be their designated three-point shooter. Instead, he missed the first 22 games with a back injury and just never really got in sync.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Now for Jody Meeks, we're just talking about with Greg last year, Clark. He did have a game where he rained 9 3-pointers on Orlando, just one short of the Pistons' all-time record.
Well, it's all about rhythm for him. I tell you where he finally found some rhythm last month of the season. I mean, he shot 57% from the field and 44% from behind the arc.
The Magic have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And Augustine kicks to Biyombo. Pass to Meeks. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Meeks got 5 points so far. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now, here's Green. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
2 shots.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. .144 left to play in the first. Augustine against Williams. And here's Augustine. Now the dish to Biamba. The drive by Green. Jefferson with some nice D. Cleveland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Offensive rebound. Orlando trailing here. Here's Meeks. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Jefferson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Magic shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That's good for Meeks. The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. It's soon that will have to be the goal, as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And so Meeks nails both of them.
Well, it's been a while for the Magic in regards to the postseason. Another year of missing postseason play. This latest playoff drought comes after they made 6 straight trips to the playoffs from 2007 to 2012.
Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
There's 53 seconds left in the first.
And overall, this Orlando franchise has been pretty consistent in making the playoffs. They've had 14 playoff trips since the inception of the franchise back in 1989. Given how hard it can be for expansion teams, you have to say that's a solid mark.
It's deflected. Pass to Azania. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Augustine passes to Green, but they recover it. Augustine dishes to Biamba. It's hauled in by Fry.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Jumper. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Shumpert. At the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, 2 guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Vucevic, Fournier out there with Elfrid Payton, then it's Ibaka, and it's Gordon in at the small forward.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one misses. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
And he's good on the second.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Payton against Irving. Payton kicks to Fournier. Screen by Ibaka. For 3, Gordon. Offensive rebound. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 1 on the basket from Serge Ibaka.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Payton kicks to Ibaka, and there's the pass to Gordon. The 3. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. In third, the Cavaliers.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Irving against Payton. Irving drives in. That's good. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
And it's Vucevic missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The offensive rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And Orlando making a change here. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Both free throws good for Irving.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Now, here's Biyombo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Out left to the wing. Meeks dishes to Biyombo. Feeds to Meeks. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Williams is checked in for Cleveland. Hezonja is checked in for Orlando. Cleveland leading by 4. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Irving.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And so here's Cleveland. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Kicks it out to Love. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Magic trail by 7. Now Augustine kicks it to Meeks. Passes to Hezonja. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cleveland leading by 5. Smith outside. Thompson, a screen on Green. Smith drives in. Here's Love. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Love's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now, here's Biyombo. Looking for his first basket still in this one. To the inside, Green.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Meeks. He's averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the other guys can just stay in their lanes.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And once again, last season, the Magic were near the bottom of the East. Only 15 wins for them against the rest of that conference.
All free throws good from Green. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside Irving. In the corner, Smith with it. From outside, off the mark. And the Magic have been a bit of a doormat for the East the last few seasons, it seems, Clark.
Well, we'll put some numbers on that for your partner.
Yep.
They've finished in the bottom 3 each of the last 3 seasons. The plan is to collect talent, and they've done that, but it hasn't gelled or matured to the point of being consistent yet.
Now here's Williams. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Thompson sets the pick for Williams. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland. Augustine with it. Pass to Hazanya from outside the arc, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Now, here's Green. 6 points for him. Augustine passes to Hazanya. And the 3 off target. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Channing Fries checked in for Cleveland. Dunleavy comes in for Kyrie Irving.
Mike Dunleavy.
Cleveland leading by 4. Love outside. Williams has a screen for Love. To the middle. Cleveland moving it around. And it's good. Fries got 9.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year for the chance to get Love.
A different look now for Cleveland. Braun, he's checked in for Love. And Shumpert in there for Smith. Here's Augustine. To the left side wing. And Meeks kicks to Biyombo. Now the feed to Meeks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hazanya. Kept alive Orlando. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Now Cleveland moving it up. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. And you look at Meeks, 2nd in the NBA. So great from the line.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. On the wing, Shumpert. He's guarded by Meeks. Back to Williams. Comes up empty off the pick. The Magic trail by 4. Now here is Augustine. Here's Green. It's Mo Williams with the rebound.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Here's Shumpert. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Shumpert's got 6 points.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Green dishes to Meeks. James against Green. Inside. Williams with the steal. James outside. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Green kicks to Augustine. Shot from 12. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Now here is Augustine after LeBron James's miss. Pass to Azania. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Shumpert's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Shumpert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Augustine passes to Meeks. To the paint. Here's Green. Will it go? Great D that time from LeBron. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Augustine with the steal. Down low. Here's Meeks. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Meeks got 14 points.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. James outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Jeff Green picks one up. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere. And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
Now here's Payton. And stolen by Fry. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Shumpert with the ball. Dishes it to Fry. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down, when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
On the wing, Gordon. Ibaka outside. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Payton dishes to Fournier. Off target with his 3.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
What a night so far for LeBron. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And guys, this has not been a season to remember for him at the free throw line, certainly to this point. You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Iman Shumpert. And the second free throw, good. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Payton kicks to Vucevic, and stolen by Fry. Here's James, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
LeBron against Ibaka. There's the pick. Here's Irving, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Payton passes to Gordon. LeBron with some nice D.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
For Cleveland, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Here's Fournier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Picked by Vucevic. Gordon for 3. And Irving pulls it down.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Stripped it away. That will count. No good on that last second attempt there. And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 14. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, he can't do it by himself.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
How good are these guys on the fast break? They're pushing the ball, finding the open man, finishing strong. They're at a breakneck pace, and if they can maintain this level of intensity in the second half, blowout city.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor reboundation. Is that right? Rebounding? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Looking at the game for Meeks, he has 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Smith. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
He dishes it to Thompson. Can't hit. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic trail by 12. Payton outside. He kicks it to Vucevic. Back to Payton. Outside Gordon. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 9 points for Aaron Gordon.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now here's Love. He's got 7 and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Irving. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and of course the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
That one is no good. The Magic trail by 11. Ibaka with a screen on Irving. Ibaka sets the pick for Gordon. And Ibaka kicks to Vucevic. Stolen by Thompson. It's taken away by Payton. He feeds it to Fournier. "13 feet away." No good off the back of the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And it's plucked by Ibaka. And here is Payton, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside Gordon. From downtown, Cavaliers with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason. Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. After J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now Payton. There's the dish to Ibaka. To the middle. And stolen by James. Deflects the pass. It's taken away by Payton. Pass break. Here come the Magic. Here's Ibaka. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but it came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And Orlando making a change here. Green's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 11. The pass to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 9 points for Love.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today. And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
Thompson with the bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
The Magic trail by 13. Payton outside. Feeds to Fournier. Back to Payton. Vucevic gets double-teamed. The shot by Payton. Kept alive Orlando. Here's Fournier. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
And that one falls for Fournier. Oh my God. And watching Evan Fournier, he's an intriguing 2-guard prospect. Saw his minutes, Greg, spike last season after getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he finally had the chance to get in and prove himself. Had a few strong outings in the second half of last year.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, I like the height that Evan Fournier has as a 2-guard. I mean, he doesn't have the lateral quickness that you'd like to see in that position, but as he gains strength, I think he should at least be capable and competent on the defensive end.
So it's Orlando now, following the shot by Tristan Thompson. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And back to Fournier, his real upside is on offense. Streaky 3-point shooter, a crafty ball handler, and good vision from a passing standpoint. He just needs time on the floor and to continue to keep developing.
Here's Shumpert. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Orlando. Love outside. On the wing, Williams. His three-pointers off the mark. The Magic trail by 12. To the paint. Here's Augustine, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's a pick by Love. And Shumpert kicks to Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
The drive by Green. Count that one. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Williams kicks to Love. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 8th assist here tonight.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Now here is Augustine. Kicks to Biyombo. Down low. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Shumpert with the ball. It's up a 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we could feel that one all the way over here.
And you could see it. That first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
Augustine dishes to Biyombo. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
The drive by Smith, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
And how about the numbers here for Thompson? 6th in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
To the inside, and stolen by Love. Williams kicks to Smith. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
Here's Biyombo. Meeks inside the three-point line. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Irving's checked in for J.R. Smith. And a switcher also for Orlando. Gordon's checked in. Now, here's Meeks, defended by Dunleavy. Passes it to Biyombo. Buries the 20-footer. Biyombo's got 6 points.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Irving giving them lots of trouble. He has 9 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Irving. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
The Magic trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Biombo.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. 1-up-1. The shot's good from Love.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Augustine. Pass to Biombo. Outside Gordon. There's the feed to Biombo. And stolen by Fry. Irving against Augustine. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
So for the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Biombo, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Augustine. The Magic trail by 11.
And, you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 and made threes per game, but they actually led the NBA in made threes per game after the trade. Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches. And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the 3 department. I mean, makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Payton, picked by Vucevic. Gordon for 3. The offensive rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Payton against Irving. To the left wing. Jefferson passing to Love. The turnaround Jay. Again, the Cavaliers score.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Cavaliers making a switch here. James is checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Ibaka comes in for Green, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Jody Meeks. Orlando with the ball, down by 15. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
No one covering. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
They set the screen, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Well, this is only a trend over a few games out of a very, very long season. But the coach has got to be pleased that his team has been able to score big with some consistency.
Now here's Payton. On the wing, Gordon. And Fournier kicks to Ibaka. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Cleveland leading by 14. Jefferson kicks to Irving. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Payton dishes to Fournier. Pass to Ibaka. Takes it from 10. And the shot no good, a bit short. Cleveland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Fry, good. Fry's got 11 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Irving against Payton. Irving passes to Jefferson. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Hayton. The shot is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 16. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Irving with the ball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, Ibaka is out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's Vucevic, then it's Evan Fournier, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. And Orlando has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Ibaka goes in. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there, put that one hand tomahawk slam? And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Payton kicks to Gordon. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. That's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
And there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted, and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. And he sinks the second. fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Irving. Dishes it to James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 15 points for LeBron.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Now here's Irving. Love with the screen on Payton. Irving dishes to Love. Tries again. It's taken away by Payton. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle. That's his first foul.
Yeah, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Fournier passes to Payton. Screened by Ibaka. Fires for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Love with the screen on Payton. And a wide open look for Irving. Here's Love from the arc.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Irving against Payton. He dishes it to Gordon. Ibaka in the post. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here than the second half.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Tries from 10. Irving can't get it to go.
They don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Ibaka kicks to Fournier. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Irving. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's Smith, and it's blocked by Gordon. The dish to Payton. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21 to end the drought, and James with the layup. James has got 6 in the quarter. Orlando with the ball. Here's Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. Fournier dishes to Ibaka. Lets it go from deep, and Payton gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvements.
That one goes. Count it. Ibaka's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Irving's shot is good.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Gordon. And stolen by Love. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now, here's Vucevic. Back to Payton. Inside. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Irving.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
Payton kicks to Ibaka. Here's Fournier. That's good.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Irving against Payton. Irving kicks to Love. To the middle. Here's Thompson. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Cleveland leading by 18. To the paint. Here's James, and it's blocked by Gordon. They get it back.
Some really terrific numbers for Thompson. 16 points and also 3 steals.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Thompson at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
For 3, Gordon. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Irving's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
And the media deal in place says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676, almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Whoa, that'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Irving kicks to Love. Smith wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. The Magic trailed by 19. Payton outside. Down low. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And James throws it down hard. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks.
I tell
there.
you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Ibaka, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And guys, something new for the NBA is the HGH testing that's been put in place. It's something the league hasn't had too many issues with or even accusations, but better to stamp it out early. And hard to argue that it should be in place.
And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Now here's Irving. Great D that time from Payton. And with the HGH testing, it's done in every major sport. Seems like the right thing to do for the NBA. Just make sure everyone is on a level playing field, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think the punishment will be fair. First positive gets you a 20-game ban. The second one, 45.
Thompson in the posts. Vucevic on him. Here's Irving. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And just way too early to tell how this year's group of rookies will turn out. But just from an early look, they seem to be a group that can contribute. Definitely not going to be a class with a small impact on the league.
And so Irving nails both of them. With the 2015 draft class, the big thing is how many guys are polished coming into the NBA. It's a good blend of raw talent and certainly skill.
Yeah, I like the way you said that. This class will always be headlined by the 2 big men, but there's a lot of value throughout the rest of the draft, too.
Now here's James. On the wing, Irving. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Clock at 6. From the corner. And he overshot that one, missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Williams. Wide open. And he connects with the jumper.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Magic.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for LeBron James. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Now here's Williams. Pulls it up. Again, the miss by Williams.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Meeks passes to Gordon. Augustine from outside, and he gets the bucket.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Channing Frye at the line for 2.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. He makes 1 of 2 that time. To the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tonight another example of this team's excellent work here at home. What does winning here at home mean to this team?
It means a lot. It means that we come in every night and try to protect home court, and also our fans give us all the spirit and all the enthusiasm to come out and play hard in front of them. So a lot of credit to our fans that come and pack this gym every night. We're on our home floor, and our coaching staff always prepare us the right way to come out and try to dominate home.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will in the game.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.